workout. Like I need a couple hours to digest. So,
Same.
yeah, the times are definitely tough.
Okay, I agree. So, okay, now we're gonna move on to sort of the closing. It's like a different
Okay.
set of questions. It's kind of about like you personally. Do you think you have adapted for the better or the worse because of this like COVID thing? Like your like training habits, do you think you did a good job training or like a bad? You don't have to answer if you think you did a bad job, but
Like, sorry, can you ask me the
it's just
question
like
again?
how have you adapted for the better? Like how has COVID changed you for the better or for the worse?
I like training and ice or
Yeah,
just
or just
training
like in general.
in
Yeah,
general.
anything. You can say anything you want.
I definitely think I'm more cautious of like germs. Like usually, like I'm not a germaphobe. I'm probably the furthest thing from a germaphobe. Like I'd eat food off the floor if I dropped it. But like now, I'm super cautious about like always putting hand sanitizer on and like making sure that I'm not like breathing on people. Which like I mean, I don't really like it because I like being in people's like personal bubble, but I think maybe people enjoy it more that I'm not.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I would just say like I'm more aware of my surroundings, like, and people who are like, if they're coughing around me, like I'll move away. Whereas like if before I would be like, whatever, you know,
Yeah,
if
same.
that makes any sense.
Do you think if this kind of world we're living in, COVID wise, all the protocols continued, would you want to continue playing your sport for all 4 years here?
If,
Or would you become less motivated to play?
um, like, are we saying for the next 4 years, COVID is still a thing?
Well, if it continues in a world like this, like I know personally, it's been really hard on me this year. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Like I love hockey, it's my passion. I've grown up with it, but just like the continuous setbacks, like I get my hopes up for a practice, it gets canceled and taken away,
Yeah,
and everything like that. So
yeah,
yeah,
I agree. It's hard to like have motivation and like to get excited about things because it's like you don't actually know if it's gonna happen. Um, and obviously, like I love hockey and I don't want to stop playing because after these 4 years, I know like I'm done because
yeah,
girls like can't really go. And I mean, Team Canada. No, I'm kidding. Um, like I can't go anywhere after this, so like it would be a shame if they were cut short because of COVID. But it's like it's hard like having no bus trips, and even if we do have bus trips, we have to stay in our seats. Like we can't go
I
like sit with our
know.
friends and like things like that, and like just like constantly like, oh, put on your mask, like constantly wearing a mask. Like if we play other teams, are we gonna have to wear a mask? Like
I know. I can't even
there's
imagine wearing a mask in a game.
oh same. And like our like even like getting our water filled up. Like our trainers, we have to bring our own water bottles, which is so
Mm-hmm.
simple, but like it's so nice to just have like 20 water bottles on the bench and you can grab whatever one you want because they're all like they're team water bottles. Like just there's so many changes that it like and
I
like
know.
some of yeah. Yeah, and even
Yeah.
just like being in the in the dressing room like only 20 minutes before.
And not even the
Like
whole team can be in there at once because of pods.
exactly. And like everybody would always say like their favorite thing was like coming to the dressing room early and just like hanging out and like making TikToks with everybody and
That
like
was my favorite thing too.
but like now we just like literally like I go get taped up and then I have like 5 minutes to get dressed and then we're on the ice. Like it's I just feel so rushed all the time that like I don't have time to like enjoy myself, I guess.
Same, I almost feel like the fun of hockey, like the fun aspects that aren't on the ice have been taken away. Like the team bonding,
Yeah.
everything. Like I don't even know the team, it feels like.
Yeah. Like I feel like pod number 2, like especially like the freshmen in that pod, like even like some of like the older girls, I feel like I don't know them at all because I
I
just
know.
am used to the girls in our pod. So,
No, same.
which is unfortunate.
It is. Okay, lastly, this is getting kind of long, which is good. It's a good thing. It's a podcast. Say whatever you want. But my last question is, if you could give any piece of advice to your younger self or younger players in sport, what would you say to them right now?
I would just say, like, if you really want to do something, or if you like really want to play college hockey, like, like never give up. Like for me, I never made like elite in bantam. Like I never give up.
Never do that.
I never made like the quadrant teams in bantam like I was last couple of years. And like of course that's not a very traditional start for somebody who wants to play college hockey. Like usually
Right.
you play. And just I don't know, like you just got to use that to your, like as motivation, I guess.
Motivation.
Just like
use adversity to your advantage.
Exactly. Just never give up.
Never give up. All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Katie. I think
You're
this
welcome.
was successful.
Me too. Thank you for
Okay.
having me.
Yes, you're welcome.